2 weeks, no weigh-in, no measurements, and minimal side effects, believe it or not. Guys, let's catch up. I have so much to tell you. If you're interested, keep on watching. Hi everyone, welcome back. I missed you guys so much, believe it or not. It tortured me not to be able to film last week and post it. But as many of you know, if you are subscribed here or if you're new, my daughter had a baby last week, and guys, best and worst experience of my life. But that story is in another video. But I am so happy to be here with you guys. Finally, just going back to routine, and I'm able to weigh myself back on my scale, do my measurements, and talk to you about all the wonderful things, guys, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly. I really did miss doing this. And I am interested to know what my updates are because, believe it or not, I have not touched my tape or my scale for 2 weeks. But I will tell you, I have seen differences even without weighing or measuring myself. So we're going to catch up on all of that. Please, guys, please, I will apologize in advance. I'm not doing community spotlight today. I do these videos right before work, so I am crunched on time today, and I just want to get to the juicy stuff. I know that you guys want to know about the updates with measurements, weight, and side effects, so I really want to kind of get into that. So please forgive me. You know I love you all, and I thank you guys so much for being here. New videos on Fridays if you guys are interested, and if you're interested in beauty, lifestyle, and faith, then I am your girl. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's talk about week 14. I cannot update you on measurements or weigh-in because I did not do one. So let's talk about side effects of week 14. Guys, you know that for week 13, it was very rough for me. It was my first week in Georgia. I believe it was my first week in Georgia. I had injected myself that Thursday. By Thursday night, I was feeling disgusting. Like it was really, really bad. Many of you knew that I just had really bad nausea. It lasted through like midnight and even for a couple of days. Now, when I gave myself that 14th shot and, we went through that whole week, the one that I wasn't able to update you on, I was pleasantly surprised. And I was not experiencing any real side effects. Like I really thought that I was going to experience some kind of wild side effects, and I didn't. Like it was really good. And I think the adjustment was that I bought those Nuri shakes. So if you guys were with me for the last video, I had bought a case of Nuri shakes from Costco. Guys, they had it in vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. So you pick your flavor. I like vanilla. So I think that helped. And I just put that now into my body before giving myself the shot. I did the same last week. So in terms of side effects for week 14, when I tell you that I didn't really feel anything other than the hunger suppression for the first 2 days, but then I started eating like crazy. And I noticed this, not eating like crazy, but I was craving a lot. I was craving a lot of sweets. I was craving like comfort food, right? And I'm out in Georgia. I was trying to help my daughter before the baby came. So I was trying to cook here and there, but I just wanted like savory food. So we went out to eat a lot, or we ordered, or I would just, kind of snack around. We did like this Target run, guys, and I'm grabbing snacks because that's what I really wanted, which was very rare for me because I haven't felt cravings in a while. But for some reason, week 14, we were craving. And I noticed that it was because I was getting my period. So from the 30th that I gave myself the shot, which was my 14th shot, that's when I was getting that week of cravings, right? And then on November 6th, which would have been my 15th shot, that's when my period came. So all of that to say, the cravings I think are really tied to me getting my period. It was the week before. And like I said, I was between sweet, savory, like that's all I wanted for week 14. But it was because it really was the week before my period. So all in all, that is the update for week 14. Now we're going to get into week 15, which is today. I have my 16th shot. So guys, this will complete 16 weeks of me being on the GLP-1 Zepbound shot at 5 milligrams. So I am at 5 milligrams and it's been 4 months, guys. And you know what? I'm going to save my overall thoughts towards the end. I'm going to get into the good stuff right now. So let's discuss the side effects for week 15. Also pleasantly surprised. Guys, let's talk about how I injected myself. So my daughter went into the hospital my daughter went to the hospital on November 5th and she was scheduled to be induced. That story is just another story. But anyway, I brought my shot with me to the hospital in the case that I bought that you guys had told me to find on Amazon. I had bought myself a cute little pink case, which I show in my previous video when I talk about my trip to Georgia. And I kept it there with the 2 ice packs. I knew that I was going to obviously be there on Thursday because my daughter was being induced on Wednesday. No matter what, I was staying in the hospital. I wasn't going to go back to her house to get the shot and inject myself. So I literally forgot about the shot. A lot was going on that Wednesday. And finally, when I do remember the shot, it's like probably nighttime. The packs were cold, but they weren't frozen. And I did get a little bit concerned, but my daughter's mother-in-law, she had this brilliant idea. She was like bringing these buckets of ice because we bought like milk and we put it in like this little ice tray. And I was like, oh, genius. Let me go get some ice and put it in a cup. I did have concerns because it wasn't warm, but it also like, I don't know, like I was just worried because the ice packs had melted. It was still cold, but I was just worried. And it was nothing because I mean, I'm still here and nothing happened. So, so I got myself a cup. I put the shot in the cup with ice over it just to keep it cold. So that happened from Wednesday to Thursday, and I just kept on replacing the ice. And I am in the hospital, guys, on Thursday. My daughter already gave birth. It is the morning time, and my watch goes off like it's time for medication. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm in the hospital. I am exhausted because I had not slept the entire day since Wednesday, since like Tuesday night into Wednesday, had not slept. It's Thursday morning. And I'm like, okay, I got to give myself the shot. I had my alcohol pad. I go into the bathroom of the room that my daughter's staying in. I rub myself right in my stomach. And that was that. I also had, so in my mind, I was like, okay, I can't take this, on an empty stomach like that. I'm going to take the Nuri shake. So I had brought my Nuri shake with me. I had my protein shake, and I did put something into my system before the shot. So side effects, guys, barely any. I would say that Friday, I did feel like maybe very, very slight nausea. It was so faint that I barely felt it. Like it was just kind of like a little unsettling, nothing crazy. And also, I guess I was very preoccupied and super distracted with my gorgeous little princess. She is so beautiful, guys, but I cannot distract. Let's stay focused. And I barely felt anything. Like throughout the days, it really didn't feel like anything at all. So I'm just like, are things changing again for like the better? Because I do feel side effects from time to time, but the last 2 weeks, nothing. Now, guys, keep in mind, I have been on 5 milligrams for the past 3 months. So I don't know. And I want to see if it's doing what it has to do. We're going to do the measurements. We're going to do the weigh-in. You guys, I'm going to be surprised just as much as you do. I actually film my intros first. So I don't know what the results are going to be. I almost feel like I should have weighed myself, like do it part of the video and then did my intro because I am going to be shocked. I don't know if I lost weight. If you guys remember, I was at 158.7 the last time I weighed myself, October 30th in Georgia. So we will see. But yeah, guys, in terms of side effects, barely anything. Like I did not really, I could say I really didn't feel anything because it wasn't anything that stood out to me. So there you have it. Week 14 and 15. Like, God was good. Zepbound was good. No side effects. So now we will test the measurements and wait and see if anything happened during the 2 weeks. So, all right, let's get into it. While we are standing here, it is time for my shot. So I am going to do that as well. Let me do it over here because then I'll just jump into measurements and hopefully I don't forget to record the screen while I'm doing my measurements because, you know, guys, it's just a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Bear with me. Okay, I am a little worried. I feel like I don't have a protein shake. I want to check my fridge and see if I have anything left over. Because I do want to take protein because I don't want to have side effects this weekend or tomorrow. So last week I went back into the same area. I'm telling you that that shot from October 30th probably left me scarred because I didn't want to go on my left side. So I gave it myself again on my right side, but I'm going to switch to my left side so I'm not going in the same side over and over. So I am going to disinfect this area and we are going to go in, making sure that there's something in here. Why doesn't it look empty? No, there's stuff in there. So after this, I am going to message my doctor probably on Monday. And I think I want to stay on the 5 milligrams, guys. If I see results today, here, you see me hesitating. Oh my goodness. What is that? And I didn't feel a thing. All right. Okay, perfect. So I think I'll stay on the 5 milligrams. And if I see progress, then there's no need to rock the boat. We'll just stay here. We'll stay here. Let me pull up my Renfo app. All right. Congratulations on your bad for logging in for 15 days. Keep it up. Yay for me. I'm going to go into tape. You know, we always start with the waist. So let's do that. I'm going to lower it down. And we are we in inches? Yes, we are in inches. Okay. So it's so much better, guys, to be doing this from home because when you're not home and you're doing things, it's just a little bit harder. Here, I already know, you know, like I have my mirror here so I can see where I'm putting this. I'm not guessing. And are we gonna waist? Breathe out. 32.24 inches. I'm gonna put that for waist. All right. Pull this up. Okay, so waist is done. Let's do the hips. I haven't done this for almost 2 weeks, and all of a sudden I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Hips is giving 41.06 inches. We're gonna do the left thigh. Put in left thigh. I'm getting 22.16 on my left thigh. Let's go over to the right. My hair is in the way. I'm sorry, guys. Right thigh. Let's go. It's like it wants to slip off my thigh. Let me hold it up. Right thigh is giving 21.92 inches. All right, let's go in with the left bicep. And we have 13.14 inches left bicep. And I got to tell you guys, I can see. Oh, I think I messed it up. Let me do it again because I didn't. Did I confirm it? I did not. Let's go back. I can totally see the difference. Here, wait. Actually, it's 13.11. 13.11. Sorry about that. Right bicep. This little boy, you hear him barking? 13.7. 13.7. Right bicep. Let's do the chest. As you guys know, I started measuring my chest differently now. I am measuring it right across the boobs, right across here, because before I was doing it up here, and I don't think I was doing that right. So I will measure that part now. Chest. Chest across is measuring at, I got 37.2 inches across. 37.2. All right, we're going to save all. Save. Confirm. And now we're going to go in for the weigh-in. So let's see how that goes. Okay, I have my pretty little scale. Let me make sure I am recording for you guys here as well. Let's go into the body composition app. So the last weight it tracked before I was in Georgia was 156. That was the last time I weighed myself on this scale. And when I got to Georgia, the very last weight that I weighed in at was 158.7 was the last weight that I weighed myself in at. So just keep that in mind. I am going to put this on the floor and weigh myself. Wee, it's cold. All right. Oh, interesting, interesting, interesting. And that would make sense. So measurements are looking good. And guys, I literally see it in my clothes. So as you can see, the arms are coming down. If I can remember what my arms were at the beginning of this journey, it was like pretty big. But now, like, even though I do feel like, listen, I've come down in weight and my arms are still meaty, but when I tell you, when I wear my jackets, I wore a turtleneck the other day and it just fits so nicely. Like I could see the difference in my arms. I almost feel like I would be okay getting off the shot right now and just working out for the rest of it. And only because I've expressed so much how I don't want to lose the shape of my body. because it's who I am. Like, I've always been a curvy person, and what I don't want is for this shot to absorb all of the muscle and the work that I've put into this body for a few years now. Not really in the past year, but before that, I was working out, I was building muscle, working on body recomp, and I really was loving the way my body looked. Like, I have to say that, okay, I have to say that with the weight that I am at, I was at this weight last year and the year before when I was working out like through the summer, and my stomach looked 100% different. And me at this weight, so I just weighed in at 156, and it's very like flabby. Like, it to me, it just looks flabby. It doesn't really look toned. Whereas last year and the year before that, that was not the case. So I really need to start thinking about what my next steps are. I am going to get another box of Zepbound, see how that goes for the month of November, and maybe towards December into January, start rethinking how I am going to continue this journey for my body and health, maybe off of Zepbound. So these are things that I am starting to think about right now. I always said that my goal weight was 150. And I feel like, yes, that is still my goal weight. And I just want to make sure that if I'm hitting that goal weight, I'm also not losing, what I love about myself, because that is also not the goal, right? I do love being curvy. I think that it's part of me. I am Puerto Rican. I've told you guys this a bunch. Like, it's part of who I am. I've always been curvy. And I think that curves on a woman is beautiful. So kudos to you if you got curves, girl. And I just wanna I wanna do I just wanna think this through before I just continue to take this shot and keep on getting skinnier and skinnier. Somebody has said, oh, you can go down to 140. And I'll tell you why. And I've expressed this before, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. I am scared. I used to be 140. Like, I was in my 135, 140, and it looked good on me. But let's keep in mind, I've gotten older. That was over 20 something years ago. My face has gotten a lot thinner since then. Like, that little round like face, like when you're in your 20s and you're a teenager or in your 20s and you still have like that round and fullness around your face. I'm about to be 44 this month. 44. Um, 44 this month. And I can see, like, I'm starting to see the cheekbones again. Like, oh, girls, the cheekbones are popping out. The cheekbones are popping out. The papa, you guys know I'm teaching you Spanish. The double chin is going down. Like, I barely see it anymore. And I am seeing the face starting to sink in. And that is great. And I'm good with that right now, but I'm so scared of what that's going to look like at 140 because I'm not trying to look like Skeletor. If you know, you know. But so I just want to make sure that I am keeping a healthy weight, that I don't look sick. All right. So let's go through. So I'm putting up the measurements here. I probably will do that, as I'm speaking, so you guys can see the last week, or the last week, my last measurement, which was October 30th to today, which is November 13th. So you could see the side by side and see if anything dropped. And discussing weight, when I last weighed myself in October 30th, I was 158.7 according to my daughter's scale. And now I'm starting to think it was pretty accurate. Like I said, I had that week where I just was craving a lot during that week before my period. And I did eat sweets. I did eat a lot of things. But weighing myself in today at 156, and 156 was the weight that I had tracked the day that I left, October 22nd. So I am back to that weight. So I'm okay. I am happy. I am happy with 156. I have to just continue to work on, I need to get into a routine to work on the toning of my stomach, the toning of my arms, everything, my bottom half. So that is that. I'm gonna go through this report real quick. So it's showing weight 156, BMI 28.7, body fat percentage 39.2. And I'm just going to scroll a little bit slowly here because I will put it also on the other side so you can see. But It says subcutaneous fat 27.9 and has it in red. Like danger. Um and this is it, guys. This is what it's showing me. For the most part, everything that's in green is good, so I'm not mad at it. Pretty good. I am not upset. Oh, interesting. Okay, look at this comparison. Let's go into this real quick because it says that look at this, where the weight is 156 on October 22nd. And then here on November 13th, it is showing me that my body fat percentage came up a little bit by 0.8%. That is very interesting. My body fat mass came up by 1.2 pounds. The muscle percentage went down by 0.7. Oh my God, the comparison is amazing. I have not looked at this part of the app yet, guys. So we are discovering this together. I'm very happy with the scale. Like, I've been using the scale for well over a month. And the app, I'm loving, like, this is like something I just discovered as I'm speaking to you guys. So it is linked in my description below if you guys are interested in checking it out. I use the Remfo tape as well as the scale. Overall thoughts. I'm happy. I feel really good about myself. My clothes fit really nice. The only frustration, and I know this shouldn't be a frustration because it's a win, is that clothes that I had recently bought for work a month ago. Guys, can you believe today makes a whole month that I started working? Like, praise God. Like, thank you, because it was so needed. But the pants that I bought, they are already super loose. And that is so frustrating to me because I like my stuff to fit nice. And I'm like, do I have to go back out and buy new clothes? Like, here we are. So you got to pick your battles, right? All right, guys. I am so happy that I was able to do this video with you guys today. I need to get ready for work. Apologies again for not doing the community spotlight, but hopefully I will get to that for next week and I will prepare and do all the things. I appreciate each and every one of you. And as you always know, I pray for you. And I also pray that God blesses you in new and amazing ways each and every single day. Take care.